Hey, what is up YouTube? It is Matty. Welcome back to another farming episode. So it's the maxing Legos and Heroes, which as you can tell we've maxed Legos a long time ago. But I didn't want to rename the series just yet. I don't know if I'm going to, but yeah, we're maxing Lavas clearly and the Heroes. So I have got my King to 26. Now I can't remember if the last video was both Heroes at 25 each. But I had to be truthful, I haven't been farming in a long time. It must have been 2 months where I've just been doing one raid a day maybe. I've been really focused on sort of my YouTube channel, on war, leading and family and just haven't really had chances to farm much. So I've been able to do a little bit today. And I'll show you a couple of raids and talk through them a little bit. But yeah, so I'm still highlighting the same sort of points I was highlighting before. I have, let's see, I'm going to see if I can do a live raid for you as well, see if I can find a live sort of farm base and see how that goes. But you can see I just upgraded another lava. I think my quantity now, I'm soon to do one on with my gold as well. Just having a quick look at how many lavas I've done. So 71. So still a long way to go. I'm sort of doing it by quadrants. You can see I've finished the core. I finished this this quadrant over here, and I'm sort of moving into this this last sort of row over here now of to go. Not the full row, but this sort of bit here along the line. So yeah, then I'll move on to the third and fourth. So it's a slow process for me. It would be a lot easier if I was farming sort of down in gold. And I wanted to explain this a little bit, because you can farm in Gold League and you can farm in Crystal League, but it's what I'm trying to do is dual purpose, as in I'm trying to farm Dark and Gold and Elixir. So I'm trying to get as much as I can of all, and therefore just throw everything I can at Wolves and Heroes. If you farm in Gold, it's really hard to get Dark Elixir, so it'll almost really grind your hero upgrades to a halt almost. And that's why I don't farm down there. But however, you can rack gold up so quick with Barch down in Gold League. So if you want to do it one by one and focus on only Dark up in Masters or Champions League even, and focus on just your Wolves down in Gold, you can do. So that is one way of sort of doing it. But the way I'm choosing is going for all three at once. And that is by chilling in sort of Master 3. Now I'm going to show you a couple of raids that I've done today. I'm going to go through the importance of sniping as well, because when you're up in Masters, you're getting over 100,000 per snipe, which is a couple of snipes, and you've already made a lot of a big profit. So this base, now you can see no infernos, all the experts are down. It's just taking down the air defences and then the archer towers. So with my one sort of rage and then a few loons, I was able to take down air defense number 1. I wasn't going for the 3-star at this point, I'm not going to lie. I was just trying to clear up the buildings that were taking down my that would allow my minions to just take down the collectors without any difficulty at all. But I think it was about this point of the raid where I was like, oh, I might actually try for the 3-star here, because there really wasn't that many sort of defences in my way. So at this point, the whole bottom side of the base, I could get all the loot from there at the moment, but I'm still just thinking about the offense a little bit and taking down all these sort of Teslas, arch towers, and it's the air defences which are the main things you need to take down, because the other things that will wreck your balloons. But you can see now I start dropping all the minions around, and I thought, here's what I'll do. I'll take down that arch tower and Tesla that are left at the top with my heroes. So I sort of drop my king and queen onto his, and you can see my archer queen's going to go in and take down the defences now, and then that's it. There's nothing else to sort of stop me from just taking this base down via air. Dropped a couple more minions at the top, and then that's it. I don't need to drop any more minions. In fact, I can just speed through the rest of the raid, because the troops are just going to power through and do their thing, and there's nothing else to stop them. It was a really easy 3-star actually, and you can see the loot I got on that: 370,000 gold almost, nearly 320,000 elixir, almost 2k on the Dark. Add your league bonus into that, and that's what, 400 and is it a 120 at M3? Let me just have a quick little look. Where do you go? Trophies. I think you do it this way. So sorry, yeah, Master 3 is exactly 100,000 of each and 500 Dark. So here's a quick comparison for you. 50 minions, that's what I use, or 49 if you're in this example, but 50 minions, they cost 10 dark each, that's 500. So every raid I win, if I use all 50 minions, I've covered my cost, which then means that in a raid like this one here where I got 540 dark but I used 50 minions, my league bonus covered my minion cost, so I made 540 profit exactly on the dark. So it's not huge, but you can see on bases like, let's look at this one. This is a classic example. Now always assume, don't drop your heroes onto a town hall, drop a 1 minion first to check, because here's a classic example. Drop a single minion, 4 Teslas pop up. What I normally do when there's 4 Teslas is drop 1 loon on each one. You might be able to get away with doing it by 2 or even 3 loons, but I was sort of distracted. I couldn't really be asked to plan it. I just dropped a loon on each and then followed it with I think a single minion. We'll have a look. And then a single minion to take the rest down. So that's 2 minions used, 4 loons, and I've just made probably 90,000 profit on gold, 100,000 profit on, 9,000 on elixir, 100,000 on gold, and whipped out 500 dark from it as well. So I'm close to M2 now. So if I was doing these sort of raids in M2, I think I'd get 700 dark. So again, it would make it even better for me. So you can make nice amounts of dark just by doing the snipes up here, but I suppose the core money that you make, this isn't a great example because normally bases up here have a lot more elixir than this because their drills are normally high, but here's raid number 2 that I wanted to show you, and I didn't think I was going to get the 3-star here. The air defences are quite central. I don't have any hounds or anything to tank. I've only got loons, but I wanted to take down that Inferno because I knew it was going to stop me, and I think all the experts are pointing up as well, which is again irritating. But all I'm trying to do is think, which storages do I want to get, which collectors do I want to get, sorry, what defences are going to be blocking my path of getting to them, and that's really where I drop loons. So if we take this left side for example, you can see that expo is going to be the main thing, and again the archer tower on the right side, it's just that sort of wizard tower that's going to be covering them. So if I can tank that down, and moving up to the north side as well, if I can take down that Tesla and then the wizard tower, it's freeing up even more buildings for me. So I'm just sort of I don't plan the full raid out before I start, which I probably should. I just sort of look as I go around and think, right, where do I need what and here clearly I was hoping to take the expo down, but I didn't even look at the pathing. So I'm not the best farming raider, but when it's farming, typically I spam a bit. I don't think the raid through too much. I use my thinking time in war. I just see a base and just start dropping troops in some form of order. But I'm just at this point, I was like, okay, take down the bottom collector left, take down that top collector as well, and then it's just the sort of the gold and the elixir mine down the sort of the bottom left, and I need to worry about, and I can use my heroes for that. So you can see I dropped 4 minions up there to finish that one off, dropped my rest of my minions down here to finish up those 2 outside buildings, and then I could just use my heroes to tank in for the final gold storage and collector. And there you go, look. And that was me basically raid over. So again, 350,000 gold, 260,000 elixir. I don't know how close I am to profiting on the elixir or how much of a profit I actually make, because loons and 4 rage spells are quite expensive in terms of elixir, but you do make 100,000, so that covers a nice chunk of the cost in the league bonus alone. And that's why it's more sort of feasible to raid with Loonian when the higher you go. And you can see I'm not far away from Master 2 anyway. It's it's only 2,800, so I might push up there to there a little bit, just reap the benefits of the high league bonus. If we're looking at timing between raids as well, I mean, it's over the space of sort of 2 hours really. I haven't raided in 39 minutes because I've been busy, but over the space of 2 hours I've been able to do that, find those 2 raids and a couple of snipes. So that's sort of the time scale of using it. When you use all your spells, if you've got a boosted spell factory, it's normally sort of 45 minutes for the spells to finish and 45 minutes for your loons to finish. So raiding once every 45 minutes, and if you want to look for snipes in between, you can. Or but I always Loonian farm. I just enjoy it, find it better, because when you find a base, some of these bases that you saw I got the 3-star on, I might not have been able to get all the loot with the Barch up this high because the bases are normally town hall 10s. However, it's a trade-off because it's more expensive and takes longer to run. So whatever suits you more, go for it. There isn't a wrong way to do it, I suppose. But yeah, I'm going to start saving up and see if I can get my king off to level 27. I'll try and get my king to 30 first, I think, and then do the queen as the final one. I'll see if I can do a quick raid for us now and see what we can find. Oh, here we go, you guys. I'm going to take this guy down. I was probably searching for about 10-15 minutes for this raid. So not good. Normally you can find raids a bit quicker. Sometimes it can actually be a little bit slower. I'm also doing another raid on my other account. So I'm just finishing that one off, which is just happening now. And let's focus on this one. So first thing tonight, I've only got 2 rage spells. Expo 1 is down. Where's the other Expo? I think this guy must be very new to Town Hall 9. I don't think he's got other Expo yet. So we'll do this raid properly then, okay? So I'm going to drop 2 loons over here, and I'm going to check for the CC pull. The CC pull should be in range of that Archer Tower. There we go. Look, there's the CC. So what I'm going to do now is pull the troops up away and drop another 2 loons in to go and check the to finish off the CC. Hopefully that should, there it is, that's the end, and I took down the Arch Tower as well. So now what I'm going to do is loon drop him. I don't bring lightnings anymore in my army comps, just rage spells. I'll show you why. The only thing that can trip this up is if the CC is full of minions. I think that's the only troop that can really wreck my strategy. So what I'm going to do now is line them up with that cannon. So they're in one little group, look, and then just sit with the cannon in sight, drop the loon at the angle so that it goes over towards them, and splat, they're all dead. Looking at where the gold storages are now, I'm just trying to debate which side to go in from. There's the second Expo as well, I've just seen it. I might just try and do a full circle around the entire right side of the base. So let's go rage, huge loon arc. CC loons in down here, extra loons, and then the huge minion arc behind it as well. Now this probably is a really bad way to do it, to be honest, but I'm in for efficiency, and hopefully you can see my minions have sort of taken the flak and moving in now. Now I'm going to drop my king and queen to go straight into the entrance over here and just see if I can get, there should be enough dark here for me to make a profit, a nice profit actually. Should be enough gold here as well, so I should be able to do okay on this base. Now the only thing is the actual elixir itself, there wasn't that much, so it's going to be difficult to make it worthwhile on that. But I'll always trade one thing for 2 things, if you know what I mean. I'll always try, if I'm going to get gold and I'm going to get dark elixir from it, I'm happy to sacrifice some standard elixir, and I might even be able to get the final gold storage here as well by this raid. So the heroes, it was always sort of planned. I was always thinking that and it normally becomes the case that the heroes end up tanking some of the extra storages if you go for a storage raid like this. But I'm hoping my queen's going to go south, which is done. Use her ability now, and then I'm going to pull out as soon as I can. Now, trying to save the hero health as much as I can, but you can see there I've been able to quickly, not even a collector base, get out almost 360,000 gold, 150 elixir, plus the 100k, and that has made the search of me trying to hit next for 10 minutes or so and dropping my gold down, because I've come out with almost 300,000 more than I had before. So one more raid like that and I'll be able to do another lava wall. So lavas, as you know, they're 3 mil each. They're not cheap. They're a pain to do, but just keep at it. What I suggest you do, guys, because a lot of people go, no, you don't need lavas, just go straight to Town Hall 10. I'm using the time I'm getting my max heroes and my max lavas to train myself to really understand the Town Hall 9 strategies. You'll see all the war videos I'm doing. The clan that we're building is just really war focused, and I'm really trying to learn these extra strategies. So I'm using it almost as the time to train myself, where I rush through the rest of Town Hall 9. And that's why I can justify not going up to Town Hall 10 and just to slowly farm my way up, because I'm still learning. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this episode, and yeah, I'm glad I was able to bring you that nice final 3-star. And yeah, if you guys want to interested in war, you're a strong Town Hall 9 or a strong Town Hall 10, Emphatic Elite, that's the clan, that's what we do. But anyway, peace out, guys.